Hey guys, so it's gonna be a get ready with me. I just got out of the shower, as I could tell. But so to start off my moisturizer, I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Renutritive Hydrating Cream Cleanser, and I just use a little bit of that because it goes a long way. So next, on top of that, when that dries, I'm gonna use the Hawaiian Tropics Silk Hydration Lotion Sunscreen with SPF 50. I'm also just gonna use a little bit of this, just because I don't want to look too oily or something like that. So when that dries, my primer is gonna be the Baby Skin by Maybelline. I'm gonna show you guys in a sec. Also on my lips, I have a lip shine and like flavor-ish mint. I got it at a store, I don't remember. But also for my foundation that I'm using on top of that primer, I'm using the Fit Me Matte to Poreless in shade 330 Toffee Caramel. I love this foundation, and I'm going to be pairing it with a damp beauty blender that I ran under the cold water. So I'm going to do my foundation and I'll be right back. So there, I did my foundation, and I'm going to be setting it with the Stay Matte Pressed Powder by Grwm. This is an awesome pressed powder. I hit pan, as you could tell, and the shade's just translucent, so it won't change my foundation color or anything. So I go all over the face except under the eyes because I like doing my concealer after my eyeshadow, just in case any mess ups happen with my eyeshadow or my eyeliner. So next, I'm going to be priming my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof Primer. I love this primer. My eyeshadow loves this primer. It like blends everything beautifully. So while that is drying, I like doing my eyebrows, and I use the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Espresso, and then after that I set it with a powder from the Kat Von D Eye Contour palette, and my shade that I use is Samuel, I don't know. But for the brow bone highlight, I'm going to take that same palette and use the Latos, that banana shade right there. I'm trying to use all the names, but these are very weird. I love this using banana shade because of my skin tone, and it's easier to blend out than a white. So these two brushes just have some leftover products from yesterday that did my makeup. I like doing this for using it as a transition shade, or when I don't really want to do much and I just do that. Because I'm going to be going in with like a taupey grayish shade into the crease. So it's just like a transition shade and preparing shade for everything. So the shade that I'm going to be using in the crease is going to be Lazarus. It's like a grayish tone, but it's very pretty shade, and it blended awesome. And that brush that I'm using, I got it in a Tarte brush kit. I don't really know what it's used for. I use it as an eyeshadow brush, and it blends everything awesomely. So after I do that, on the lid, I take that very scary color right there, and its name is Celeos. And it's a very gray brownish, like cool tone brown, and it looks purple on the screen. But trust me, it's not that purple. It's more like a very cool tone, very cool tone brown. I tried packing this on. I tried just building it up a lot, but it wasn't working. So I changed eyeshadow colors, and I went in with a chocolatey shade called Solas in the same palette. This palette is the Shade and Light Eye Contour palette by Kat Von D. This is what I use every single day, this palette. And this whole look mostly revolves around this palette. When I went in with Solas, I was trying to warm up the whole look and also make the lid color a little bit more visible than it was. But this whole look is just blending into the crease and everything, so no harsh lines appear. And also when I went in with Solas on the lid and I started blending everything out after, I went in with Citri, another brown, and I went into the crease. I know this is a lot of like names, but there's a lot of browns in this palette. So that brown that I'm going to show you right now, that chocolatey brown right there, I use that on the lid and mostly all over to warm up the whole look. Also, after I did all of this, I said it still needed a little bit more brown, a little bit more warmth. So I went in with my bronzer. It's like a face color. I'll show you guys how I use my bronzer. But this is what I used also on my whole eye. I went all over and then blended it in. So makeup has no rules. As y'all can tell, I use a whole bunch of stuff that is usually for face or the other way around. Y'all see in a sec, but this whole look is blending, blending, blending. I love this look. It's very daring. I love it. And I like taking my time on my makeup. And this look is awesome for that. So next, I went under the eyes, but I forgot that I hadn't put concealer on. But after in the clip that you don't see, I take that off. So the finished look is right there. It's very dark and very brown. So now time for eyeliner. I use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. I love this stuff. It does not move. So for my eyeliner, the first thing that I do is I do the little line for the wing. And then from the tip of the line of the wing, I drag down. Because this marker is felt, it's way easier to use than like an actual liquid liner. So this is just my whole technique and everything. And I do mess up a lot. So I'm like everyone else, I'm not perfect. So I go in with a Q-tip or a cotton ball or anything with some makeup remover and go in and fix that. Then I go back in if I took too much off with my liner and sharpen that wing a little bit more. And I did my liner. I don't look too crazy no more, so now time for mascara. I use the Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express mascara. I love this stuff. I love Maybelline. As you can tell, I have a whole bunch of stuff by Maybelline. This is like the better version of the Rocket. I've always said, because it has a bigger brush and everything. It's just awesome. And like everyone else, I get mascara on my nose. So I'm a tight line now with a Marc Jacobs black liner that I got as a sample at Sephora. So now for concealer, I'm gonna use the Superstay 24-Hour Concealer Corrector, my bad. And my shade is medium beige. I take it on the back of my hand first to not apply too much product under the eyes, and then I apply it under my eyes with my ring finger. I love using my ring finger, but I also love using my beauty blender. Here I use both to show you guys both techniques. This is where running your beauty blender in the cold water helps a lot, because it just makes you look more awake, 1. 2, it helps, at least it helps me with my bags under my eyes. It just cools everything down and it just feels awesome under the eyes. It's just the best. Cold beauty blender, my recommendation is to use. There, I'm fixing where I took off some of the makeup, my foundation, when I fixed my eyeliner. So it won't look like a big blotch next to my eyes missing a foundation. So both of these things, your fingers, your tools, beauty blenders, whatever, they're awesome. Just do you whatever you want to use for your concealer. So now for bronzer, oh wait, hold up, I'm not doing bronzer yet. I'm gonna be setting my under eyes. My under eyes that I use to set everything, my T-zone plus my under eyes, is a Makeup Forever HD translucent powder that I'm gonna show you guys in a sec. Sorry guys, I know I messed up. I'm looking at everything in front of me and I thought that was next. But the translucent powder is awesome for baking, but I was not gonna bake today because I have a little bit left and a special occasion is coming up and I want to bake with this translucent powder for that special occasion. So I just grabbed it on my brush and swooped it under the eyes and on the T-zone and my smile lines. I just like keeping that area extra matte, and I love this HD powder. It's just a translucent powder for me. It doesn't really have to do anything if it's HD or not. I just love it. I love to bake with it, but today I did not bake with it. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you guys how I bake with it, but next time I promise I'll get another one, or I don't know, maybe show you guys how I bake. But after that, bronzer is next, I know for sure. And the bronzer that I use is the Bare Minerals face color in Warmth. This shade is, like I said, a face color, but it is too dark for my skin tone, so I use it as a bronzer. And it blends and it's awesome. So now for blush, I'm so sorry, I do not have a name for this or a brand. I think it's The Balm, I'm not too sure. But this is just like a red maroon shade that I love. So now for inner corner highlight, I'm going to take just a little gold, because this is a whole bunch of browns. I like making a little subtle kind of highlight with a little bit of shine. So for a highlight, I'm taking these two shimmery shades, a gold and a pink, and mixing them together to make my bomb ass highlight. Y'all see in a sec. And after that, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. I love this stuff to set my makeup. So thanks